Okay, I am literally so freaking pissed off right now. I guess I'm going to title this, No, 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 Did I Damage Them All? I could literally cry right now. If you all have been keeping up with me and watching my videos, you know I do a lot of workings and prayers and lives and stuff like that in my prayer room with my computers. And you're not gonna believe what I did. Talk about a freaking ass idiot. Oy. That's me right now. I can't believe I did it. Okay, my prayer room has been so cold since all of this coldness came in. We've had some hellacious cold weather. Some of you that don't know, I'm in Tennessee, so Tennessee got hit pretty hard. Well, if you've watched one of my videos back, we blew a breaker in the prayer room. None of the outlets worked in there. I redid everything in there. And one of our refrigerators, our big black refrigerator, also that plug don't work either. So I had to empty all that out. Put in the little refrigerator, what I could get in the little refrigerator and what I could get in the deep freezer. Okay. So that wasn't bad enough. So I had everything plugged in, going, where I had to rewire everything, like redirect everything, and use the outlet for to power it all for the prayer room into the non-working bathroom. That I don't use that as a second bathroom anymore. That's been down for a long time. I use it to store my shipping boxes for shipping. Okay. So I knew I wasn't going to be in there a while because it was too freaking cold. Literally freezing. It's like a freezer in there, okay? So I hadn't been doing any lives lately for that reason. So I shut the door, turn off the light, shut the door, and it's like, you know, I told Drew and Sherry and those that, you know, I do lives with, that it would be a while till it got warmer before I could even attempt to do anything in there so cold. Did I even freaking think about the computers in there? Even though everything is plugged in out of the room now, the computers themselves, the modem, everything's in there, the two computers. Now, with all of this going on, Drew, from Drew's Paranormal Vlog, if you're not subscribed to her, please subscribe to her and to Sherry. From PWI, Paranormal World Investigators. So Drew had mentioned to me when we were chatting back and forth to put a blanket over the towel or something, okay? To try to keep her from getting too cold. I've said, okay. Well, I totally forgot. Because once I turned off the light, closed that door, I totally forgot about it because it's like, I'm not going in there. It's too freaking cold. We run this here for heat. We have no central heat or no central air conditioner for the winter time. I mean, for the summertime. So we run the fireplace for the heat and two little portable heaters. That we have to keep those portable heaters. One for the other bathroom. We open up the bottom cabinet doors where the pipes are for the faucets. So we keep one in there to keep the pipes from freezing, and one in the kitchen to keep those pipes from freezing. So pretty much we get our heat from that. So I pretty much camp out right here in this spot for heat. Now, the dogs are fine because they also are getting the heat from portable heater that is for the kitchen, because the laundry room connects to it and it's open. I just have that pet gate across it to keep them from jumping over, because they're humongous puppies, and one's destructive. And I've tried to bring them in here in the room with me, here in the front room, but even then it's even too hot for them because they have all that fur, them 2 layers of fur. So they prefer being there where they can go outside if they, want to go outside. They just scratch on the screen guard, and I'll let them out. And when they're out, they'll scratch on the screen guard outside, and I let them in. So they're fine there. It's actually very comfortable for them there. It's too warm here for them. And for me, it's too cold for me over there. Okay, so we got that all worked out. Merlin comes and goes as he wants. Anyway, back to my freaking frozen brain that didn't work. Once I closed that door from the prayer room, I didn't go back in. So I forgot to do what Drew suggested and put a blanket over them, towel over them, something over them to help keep the cold off. So today is the first day that we're not going to no longer for a week get snow in. Okay? So tomorrow we're supposed to start the whole week of rain. Now, the temperatures are still freezing. It's still freezing right now. That's the reason I'm still running that. And it will be above freezing come around 1, 2 o'clock. And it will remain that way through the night after tomorrow. And so for a week, we should be right above the freezing point. So I had all of my shops, my eBay shop, my Etsy shop, my Mercari shop. I had put all those on vacation mode, knowing that I wasn't going to do any shipping because I didn't want to get out in the weather and risk wrecking the van or hurting myself or damaging the van trying to get to the USPS to ship. So I put all of those vacation mode. I didn't have to worry about it. So I was like, okay, I'm good. Everything's fine. Well, I have a small, old computer that I keep in the front room that I only use it for shipping. I don't put anything else on it because it's old, and any little extra thing, it bogs it down and it freezes up and all of that. Because I've had that computer for, I couldn't tell you how many years. Okay? Years and years and years and years. Let's just put it that way. I had it turned off because I knew I wasn't going to be doing any shipping. Okay. Now, back to the pissed off part that I am on. I want to call myself a freaking idiot. Because I forgot to do what Drew told me to do. I do this. I'll open my nose to breathe. Because if any of you ever notice here, I had my nose broken when I was a kid. I got into a fight with a boy. That's a whole different story. So I don't ever breathe out this side, just this side. So whenever my eyes tear up, I do that to breathe. Okay, so I forgot to go put it on the computer. Give me a minute. I have my phone, and I can do, you know, these little clips and stuff, you know, the dogs, you know, the garden, little things like that from my phone. But that was an expensive setup in there. And my son James hooked it all up for me, because I'm not tech savvy. Okay, since I forgot, I went in there this morning. So the first thing I do, turn it on. The only thing it did was come on the main screen. You know, if it has your picture and right underneath it, it says password. It wasn't there. The password wasn't there. And the little thing that goes around is just totally froze. It won't do anything. So I got on my phone and I Googled real quick to see about the cold weather. Because at this point, I'm like, I fucked it up. I screwed it up. I damaged my damn computers in there. And it said, don't turn it on. I'd already turned it on. That's how I knew it was not working. So I immediately turned it off. So I'm like, okay, so it says, do not turn it on. Don't put any kind of external heat source around them to warm them up, to heat them up. Just let it be, let it acclimate to the temperatures. So in this case, I opened up the door, which is harder now for this thing to keep up in here to keep it warm. But I have this on my back, and I can rotate myself and keep myself warm, you know, whatever, but that's besides the point. So I had closed that door because it's so cold, to keep that coldness out of this room here. I even camped out a couple of nights here in the front room to keep the fire going 24/7, okay? Lee slept with me in here one of the nights, but it's too hard on him to sleep on the floor. We have a big-ass mattress that we can put down, but it's so huge, I just didn't want to deal with it, so we threw a couple of blankets down on the floor and, you know, slept that way. But he was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And I said, I know. So anyway, keep getting sidetracked. So I was messaging on the clan chat, and Phoenix, I was telling Phoenix what happened. And I was telling her that Drew had even given me a suggestion to cover them up, and I forgot, got sidetracked, closed the door, and never went back. So Phoenix reminded me to go ahead and do it now. She's like, they can't hurt anything, you know. Pretty much if it's damaged, it's damaged, but if it's where it will work later, you know, go ahead and cover them up. So I did do that immediately. I put the phone down and went in there and put some towels over it, over the monitors, over the keyboard, over the screens, everything. And I'm leaving the door open, and I'm not turning it on for a few days. See what happens. Okay, that wasn't bad enough. After I stopped chatting with Phoenix, I don't know, 30 minutes later or something, I don't know. I thought, oh, fucking hell. Oh, hell no. All of my paranormal equipment I keep in that room. All of it. All of it. Fuck. I went as fast as I can. What shifted? Pulled it all out. That would be the same thing without I didn't turn anything on. I'll let it acclimate to the temperature. But I brought it out of the room because that's a lot to try to cover up. I put it behind the couch here in the front room which is that direction. I put it behind the couch where it's not getting any direct heat from this here. And I won't do anything with it for several days because I'm not taking that chance. Because, like I say, the computer I turned on because I just thought I'd turn it on and it would work. So, yeah. Did I fuck it all up? Time to do some serious praying. Some serious workings on making sure that they come on. I don't know how badly I've screwed it all up. The tears are because I am so mad at myself. Why did I not remember to do what Drew told me to do? Why did I forget? I told Phoenix in the chat, that's my kryptonite, the code. When I get cold, I can't think. My brain don't function right. And I didn't do it. So now we wait. Now I'll do some more videos from my phone. You know, doing the spell working, showing on the 5,000 spells from Judica Isles that I'm doing a playlist on. I'll do those sitting right here in front of the fireplace and uploading them from my phone. I am so pissed off at myself. So freaking pissed off. Now, it's easy for me to say after the fact, I should have known. I should have known. Yes, I should have known. I should have had enough sense to know electronics and code don't go together. Catch y'all later.